Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hey, man, it's your boy DFK Reacts, and I am back with another video, man. If you're wondering why is he wearing the same shirt, it's not that. Actually, I had to wear it again because I don't know. It's just sitting there. I just got it again. It don't matter. But I do have some pre-recorded videos that I'm dropping soon because I hate the fact that I have to leave you guys sitting here. For the ones that care, if you don't care, then shoot, it is what it is. And if you wonder why I have two different earrings on, I lost each of them. So like, I'm not gonna let them sit there. Let me wear them, you know. Yeah, I didn't want to let y'all, sit down and hang because when it comes to YouTube, consistency is like what gonna get you up there. And I don't really care about getting up there, honestly. It's just the fact that I dead ass enjoy doing this. I enjoy recording. I enjoy doing a bunch of stuff. Like when it comes to doing YouTube, and I have multiple different channels that I haven't even recorded nothing for. That's how much I like recording. Like, it's like I like doing the whole YouTube stuff. I got 7 different channels. I actually have 3, like including this. You feel me? And I drop consistently on 2 of them. I just want to be more consistent here, which is why I'm dropping pre-recorded videos, just to make sure you have something to watch on a daily or on the 2 to 3 day basis. You feel me? But I wanted to react to the Aaron Rodgers signing, but I feel like the Russell Wilson trade was much bigger than the Aaron Rodgers signing because he didn't go nowhere. It ain't like he signed with Denver. It was the other way. It came from Seattle, the 12-man building. Now he going to Omaha City, man. I don't even know that's the city name where the stadium at, but Peyton Manning made that famous for the Broncos. And I wanted to see exactly what Pat McAfee had to say about that, because he definitely gave me a different perspective on the Aaron Rodgers signing, which I will be reacting to his video there as well. So make sure you subscribe for that if you haven't, and if you have, make sure you stay tuned to that vid. And if you haven't subscribed yet, man, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and make sure you follow me on all social media, man. Link always in the description below. With that being said, let's get into it now. They said it was a massive haul, so I don't know exactly what type of massive we speaking of. I know it's several first-round picks that was in there, and I think it's a current pick or whatever's going on, a couple players that was sent. Hopefully, Pat McAfee get into that and let me know. But if not, we can go ahead and look into it before the video, before I end this video here. Let's get into it.
Blockbuster. After weeks of negotiations in one of the largest
Bro,
trades
his
in NFL
energy
history,
is like unmatched,
the
bro.
Seattle Seahawks
on no
and
homo
Denver
stuff. I would love to
Broncos
be in his
have
presence
agreed
just to
to
get that
terms on a
energy, just to
deal
be happy,
involving
you feel me?
Super Bowl winning quarterback Russell Wilson. The trade is pending a physical and Wilson's approval. You would have to assume that the Denver Broncos, with Nathaniel Hackett as the head coach, former offensive coordinator of the Packers, was eyeing Aaron Rodgers to become a Denver Bronco. Our source did not tell us this, but there was enough smoke around the NFL that Denver was in on the Aaron Rodgers deal. Now that Aaron goes back to Green Bay, the Denver says, fuck it, well, let's go to Seattle. What do you need? Give us Russell Wilson. Nathaniel Hackett gets a new quarterback.
That was a big sign. That was a big trade, bro. The Broncos going to look different.
Drew Lock going to be the starter.
The Broncos going to look different.
Allegedly. It'll be multiple picks and
no, so Drew Lock is included into that. What about
Wilson, because Pete Carroll
Teddy Bridge?
A rebuild. This comes just hours after it was reported that the Seahawks were interested in multiple weapons for the offense. Was that to appease Russell Wilson, or was that to rebuild the team that they knew they were going to have to build?
Well, now we know it's to rebuild the team.
Wilson to Mile High, Denver, Colorado.
Oh, that's the
city.
Mile High.
What a Tuesday, March 8th. Aaron Rodgers back to the Packers. Russell Wilson traded to the Broncos. I assume one domino led to the other, but this is a monumental day in the history of the NFL.
I forgot his name, but Kerr got the strong ass jaw.
So quickly after we hear the Aaron Rodgers news, I would assume this has been in play for a while, where they've been working on the back burner saying, hey, if Aaron doesn't come here, we want to set this up and get Russ to town, right? So the fact that this is already being reported, I would assume they've already been working out the legwork for a while.
So let's think about it, because Ian Rappaport
could happen right after.
Yeah.
He fucked up.
Yeah.
He did.
He fucked up.
He painted
He said he did.
Yes.
He
It
said
wasn't
he
real according
did.
to our source.
He
But
said
I
he
believe every
did.
insider has said that the Green Bay Packers had Plan A and Plan B. Plan A is if Aaron comes back. Plan B is if he does not. The Denver Broncos probably had similar conversations.
Yeah.
We have Plan
Had
A.
to, Plan A
if
and
Aaron
Plan
Rodgers,
B.
the man who knows our offense and we have a great relationship with, wants to come to Denver, we will do this. Plan B, if he goes back to the Packers or retires, we're going up to the fish tossing city up there in Seattle, and we're getting Russell Wilson. This is via Adam Schefter. There's another tweet coming from Adam Schefter. Denver acquiring Russell Wilson has nothing to do with the Aaron Rodgers decision to return to Green Bay. Denver General Manager General George Payton initiated trade talks with Seattle for Wilson at least 2 weeks ago, per sources. Sure. Of course.
Sure.
Of course. Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Hey, y'all wouldn't accept
We
it
want
right after the
Russell before
signing
we want Aaron
happened.
is what they're trying
Come
to say
on,
here
Phil.
to
Get
Russell
out of
Wilson.
here.
Right.
This is not
Get
because you
outta
were
here.
Plan B for us. You were always Plan A, Russell. It was always Russell for us, pal.
Come
But
on
we
now.
all can kinda,
Would you really pick
assume.
Russell over
maybe
A-Rod?
there was 2 deals.
Come
on
on,
the
they
table,
lying.
one for Aaron, one for Russell, whatever the case. The
They got
Broncos can
excuses
decide
now,
their
man.
quarterback.
That's
If
cool.
Russell Wilson says yes, I will go, and this day is going to be talked about forever. And if we
Forever,
look
yeah.
across the studio
For sure.
at a guy
For
who
sure.
told me to look at my phone for the Adam Schefter
My
breaking
lizard is
news.
weird,
Tone
bro.
Diggs is
This
now
nigga
staring down the
top of the
reality.
cliff right now.
Aaron Rodgers ain't going to Pittsburgh.
What?
Russell Wilson can be traded. He's not going to Pittsburgh.
What?
And there's a lot of other teams probably around the NFL that feel the exact same way as Tone Diggs.
This
Why you
Aaron
putting
Thompson,
directly
obviously,
at
is
my
a
boy?
two-time MVP.
4-time MVP, back-to-back.
Sorry, back-to-back MVPs.
I'm about to say, don't get
Russ
that
is,
fucked up, bro.
Russ is 5 years younger. Like, you could still get
What that means? Russ
years
didn't,
out of-
man, Russ didn't win no well, I didn't either, but Russ didn't win no MVP 2 years in a row. He have never won an MVP. He won a Super Bowl MVP. No, that was Malcolm Smith. He won a Super Bowl. Like, we won a Super Bowl and an MVP, man. We got MVPs, regular season MVPs back to back. Don't come
saying,
on
like,
now.
Russ is.
Come on now.
This one, like, if Russ was available,
Don't get that fucked up, brother.
I hope there was a play made. Because if you were in on Aaron, I think you should have been on Russ too, clearly, as the Denver Broncos were. Yeah, now I'm
Okay, so this is interesting
Well,
because
Mitch is still out there, right?
Mitchell Trubisky, we don't know what he's going to get paid. People are saying at
fuck
least
outta
$10
here.
million.
That's what I
He is
missed
now
a lot
probably
there. What
an
he gonna do?
Indianapolis Colt.
What are you gonna do?
Congratulations.
Congrats, Mitch.
Whoa, hold on.
He is
What?
now probably an Indianapolis Colt.
Wow.
Okay, so this is interesting
Well,
because
Mitch is still out there, right?
Mitchell Trubisky, we don't know what he's going to get paid. People are saying at least $10 million. He is now probably an Indianapolis Colt.
Wow. Congratulations.
Congrats, Mitch.
But with that being
Well, he said
said,
probably.
Russell
He
Wilson,
said probably.
If he was on the trade block, you would hope that your team would have been involved.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hold on. If Mitchell Trubisky is going to the Colts, what you gonna do with? So you mean to tell me Mitchell Trubisky is better than Carson Wentz, or is he gonna be Carson Wentz backup? I need
what
more
we were both
information.
saying
to
now.
this.
Yes.
It's
Now that
weird.
it's sinking in your fucking head, too.
I hear it.
You guys had no chance, though.
Listen,
Colts
I
had no
was-
chance.
The news happened. The news
even have
happened.
first round.
The news happened. Was like, holy shit. As you were talking about it, sunk in. Like,
Steelers aren't getting a quarterback, neither the Colts. Now, Russell Wilson has to agree
Oh,
to this.
all right,
Denver's
all
a
right,
beautiful
all right.
city. Obviously, anybody that's ever been there has said that they
Never
absolutely
been.
love it. I don't know if that goes into it. He is in a tough division. That's what people are saying about Aaron. Aaron don't want to go to that AFC West. People
They got
think Aaron
Patrick
Rodgers is
Mahomes
scared of
twice,
fucking
Derek Carr
anything is
twice, and
interesting.
Justin
And
twice.
the fact that Russell Wilson's coming out of the NFC best
It's gonna be
or
crazy.
whatever, going to the AFC West, fascinating. 1 year ago,
My daughter crying out there.
AFC West quarterbacks: Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Russell Wilson, Derek Carr. Insanity, says Ari Mirov of Pro Football Focus at My Sports Update. Once again, via Schefter's tweet. Russell Wilson has to agree to this, but you would assume he had already agreed to Denver if Seattle was going to do all the legwork to get a deal done with Denver. Because 1 year ago in Fargo, North Dakota, the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks met, and they were offered, what, 3-1s or something like that to get Russell to Chicago. This came after Team 3 expressed disinterest in returning to the Seattle Seahawks because the offensive line wasn't good enough. The offense wasn't Russ-oriented enough. I want to win Super Bowls. I want to be sorry, not I. Russell wants to be a top 5 quarterback. Russell wants to win Super Bowls. Russell needs a better offensive line. Russell needs a little bit more say. Russell needs a better team. Russell Wilson never said any of this. This is all team 3, team 3, team 3. Then when the season got back, hey, we all love each other. Remember? John Schneider, I think, or Pete Carroll, or Russ, I forget which one. Pete Carroll was doing the a press conference. Josh Schneider was there, and Russell Wilson said it, and he said, hey, we all love each other.
Yeah.
I was like, well, Team 3 doesn't. I mean, the people you're around, they seem to not love what's going on. They go on to have not their best year, and we thought that these talks would get loud. Last week, Pete Carroll said, we're not shopping our quarterback. And Pete Carroll said, or Russell Wilson told an interview in Washington to JP Finley, I believe, of NBC Sports. He said, I'm in Seattle right now. It's where I'm at right now, and I love it. Both sides had to know that he was potentially on the move. Both sides had to understand what cities were available for him to move to. And the fact that he's going to Denver changes the game immediately for Seattle and for Denver. A team that everybody talked about, if Aaron was to go there, would be Super Bowl contenders. Let's assume that's the case again with Russell Wilson in there. But that division is going to be tough, AJ Hawk.
Yeah, Denver has to be super pumped to get this to happen because, yeah, like we said, they have this whole team around Russ now. You bring in Russ, bring a ton of hype, and also a guy that's an absolute stud. So I think it's a good point, Diggs. Who knows how much longer he will play, but he has plenty of great football left in him. But
He did say he played until 45.
What Pete is, what, 70-something years old. He doesn't look like. He looks great, but who's going to be their quarterback and what's their team going to look like?
Call that bitch my bodyguard. Yeah, that's my bodyguard. Drew Lock. Come on.
I like Drew Lock.
Gino? Yeah.
There is players involved.
You like Drew Lock.
I mean, we can just say it. They're not going to be that good.
Come on, keep it real.
Very, very good. And now let's see.
Keep it real.
And those other 3 teams are very, very happy that Russell Wilson
Drew
is no
Lock.
longer in
Come
the
on,
NFC
man.
West.
Stop
I
playing.
think Josh McDaniels turns the flight
Stop
around now
playing.
and just comes back from
Cliff
Vegas,
even
says,
said,
fuck it.
Cliff even said, remember?
Oh, yeah. Would love for him to get traded out. Would absolutely love for Russell Wilson to get traded out. But it was always so much like it's happening.
We said before, though, remember before this season when all this stuff was happening with Russ and the team, I think we said on the show a couple times, like, all right, yeah, Russ will be there this year, but I don't see him in Seattle after this year. We said that months and months ago.
I would say a lot of shows say that they say those things, but I do believe we had at least the
I
conversation.
definitely remember
that,
him saying that
this
for
story
sure.
of Russ wanting to leave last offseason after having a bad season is not going to go away. It's not going to go away. That is going to only intensify. But everybody thought, with how old Pete Carroll is, he's not going to want to move on because who's better than Russell Wilson? To build a good franchise and a program, to not go into full reload, you would have to get another quarterback. The most important position has to be fulfilled. And they said Pete Carroll ain't going to, just accept anybody.
Facts.
Drew Lock's ready to fucking
He
ball.
likes Drew Lock.
I mean, now do we start the Tom Brady to Seattle rumors?
Oh, Pete Carroll loves competing, especially up there on that bay. And if he could just get Russell Wilson's house, which already has a field in the back of it, he's potentially trading out there. Jay Glazer now reporting Russell had a no trade clause, but Broncos were one of the teams he said he'd waive it for. That's hashtag Jay knew.
That's crazy.
But we would assume that if there was a deal that was met, Russell had already agreed on it, because why would you even waste the time?
A little bit of irony
this
there
nigga's
too with
dead ass on the
Broncos
glass,
being the
sleeping
team
like
that they
this.
beat the
Man,
pants
it's a
off
top
of in
of
that
glass.
Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. A defense, Legion of Boom.
Oh, yeah.
My God.
How involved do you think Pete Carroll was in this? Because this literally is contrary to everything he said he wanted to do, and I thought he had actually like quite a bit of involvement with Schneider in like the decision-making process.
I'm
I like that
intrigued by it
jacket
all
he got
because
on. Y'all
last
gotta
we're
get
not
me a
shopping
Packers
the
jacket.
quarterback.
Like, I've never had a Packer.
As soon as he said
as
that,
a
we were
Packer
like,
fan, I've never
does
had
that
any
mean he's
Packer.
letting people come
You're not
in?
shopping them, but you're going to listen to offers.
I never
Yeah,
really
you
had
let
any
people
football.
come in.
Ain't too much
You know,
of
we're not
accessories,
gonna
to
go
be
out and
honest.
pound the
Except I think I had a
pavement.
Tom
It's
Brady
It's not like it's
jersey.
official. Like,
But I
it doesn't
recently
start
got
out
that,
like
like,
some
got that
super
made
official
customized
memo
with my
that they
name
send
on it.
you. It could easily be
But I never really
a call
had like a
from
football
a buddy on the other team, the other
jersey
front office. Hey,
except
what do
for
you guys? Is there any chance you guys would think about moving on from Russ, and then you can kind of gauge it, and then you go from there.
The Gumpy, let's make sure we give credit to Adam Schefter for that one. You know,
Have to.
congrats, Adam Schefter.
Right.
I wonder what the
I
commander.
mean, I'm in the insider business. True. Zito just said there's more breaking news. Von Miller. Oh, no, Zito. Okay.
Oh, no. I'm about to say, stop playing now. He returning?
Von Miller.
Von Miller was talking about
You
yesterday about
returning?
going back there. So Von Miller, you're talking Von Miller, Russell Wilson, that entire team, and I don't know enough about him, and I do apologize to the Broncos for not knowing enough about Jens, but I guess now the whole conversation has to be the dude who was in the West Coast and maybe suffered from a little East Coast bias, now moves into Mountain Time.
Yeah. That's right.
That's good.
They got
Did Vaughn know?
Right.
Did Vaughn know that Russ was already set up to come there? Was it yesterday that Vaughn put
That's
out
what they're
that
saying, that the
Photoshop
tweets.
of him and the Broncos?
Yeah, and I thought maybe Vaughn was doing that to maybe get Aaron to go there. Personally, like in the moment, I'm like, oh, is this Vaughn being like, hey, Aaron, like if we go there, maybe it's a, hey, Russ, let's go ahead and do this thing. Sierra and Mile High and Russ. Imagine those events they're going to go to.
Denver's gorgeous.
Oh, my God.
Played for the Rockies too.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Thin air.
Yeah.
Think about his training. He puts that mask on to try to get the thin air. You know,
He's going to be so good. Now he's going to wear the mask, and he's actually going to be in thin air as well.
Double.
my God,
He's going to be
in
training at
space.
25,000 feet.
Yeah, he's in space.
Look
He's
at
like that
his
guy
face.
from Red Bull that was up there falling out of the sky.
Felix Baumgartner.
So it is now being reported that Drew Lock is going to Seattle. Tom Pelissero is reporting that the Broncos have informed quarterback Drew Lock he's been traded to Seattle as part of the Russell Wilson deal, per sources. Pete Carroll said,
I mean, what's in massive though?
You know what I mean?
Probably
Hey,
wide
Drew Lock
receiver.
still might be okay.
Why he
We don't know.
like that?
I mean, that's what the Broncos fans have been asking.
For him, though, I'm actually happy for him being a part of this. He's going to get a change of scenery. I'm sure it'll be fun. Everyone talks when you get to Seattle with Pete and the whole system, how much energy, how much positivity is around. Maybe it'll be a good change.
I don't know. I feel like it's a W for the Broncos for sure. Jared Judy, you got Sutton, you got Patrick, you got it's another buddy on there. I forgot his name. It's another person on there. And he got a decent receiving core, especially for Judy himself, because he's from the crib. You know, I have to support my Floridian. You feel me? And the fact that he's from the crib, bro, I'm gonna always support Jared Judy. That's why I picked Green. If Aaron Rodgers didn't re-sign with Green Bay, that's why I picked Denver to be that team, because I want Jared Judy first. Imagine if Devontae Adams signed with Broncos, Aaron Rodgers get traded with Broncos, and we got Jared Judy as number 2. Even number 3 was still straight, because Sutton would be a decent 2. You feel me? But like I said, man, this is gonna be a very interesting season, bro. I know I promised y'all last year I was going to react to all 16 games all in one night. It was like I didn't know how crazy that sounded until I had to do it. But I have a better plan. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna react to every single game, but I'm gonna drop it throughout the week. So let's just say I might drop 5 on that Sunday. The remainder that play, you're gonna get on Monday or Tuesday, or until the whole entire week of games is complete. You know what I'm saying? So this is mostly one of the important videos that I wanted to watch. I do have one more I'm dropping tonight. I was scheduled to drop the defensive back combine workout. I'm gonna drop that tomorrow instead. I'm gonna drop that tomorrow. I would say tomorrow at 8 p.m. I'm gonna drop it then. All right, but yeah, man, that's pretty much it. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and make sure you follow me, man. I'm going.
Yeah, yeah.